Say something. First of all, your breasts are incredible.
And I was going to say to you today, can you please get on the scale and then we'll have an over-under. That's all.
So,
Oh shit!
he was,
dude.
yeah, today, now in today's environment, today's atmosphere, with today's sensibilities, yes, it's very cringe. It is bordering on harassment. But you got to understand, and one of the things I want to make a point with this on is that, you know, people dig up this shit. And I'm not defending Howard Stern's actions or words by any means, but I am defending a person's opportunity to change.
Oh, yeah. And he's changed a lot.
Go ahead and get your tickets for Double Toasted Live in Atlanta. You press that banner right there. It'll take you to x1entertainment.com. And over there, you can get your tickets for Double Toasted Live in Atlanta for a night of comedy games and our after party. That's going to be September 2nd. There's people out there right now mad at Howard Stern.
Oh, well, he has said so much stuff over the years. Why are you going to get mad now?
Why you going to get mad? And he's said so much stuff and has done so much stuff over the years. Some people don't even know Howard Stern. Howard Stern getting mad now because Howard Stern has a huge ego. You get mad that some people don't even know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he used to call himself, Howard Stern's a tall ass Jewish, now he's what, almost 70?
Yeah.
Almost 70-year-old Jewish guy. He was a shock jock back in the day. He used to even make jokes talking about, I'm the king of the black people. Dropped the N-word a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Wore blackface.
Yeah. Told homophobic jokes all the time.
All the time.
But as he's gotten older, he's kind of looked back on all that and turned his back on it.
Because he ain't got no choice. You better. But nobody's gotten mad at him until they started looking up the stuff where he was having these interviews with women, which I will say, let me see if I can find this. Because I will say, even back in the day, man, they were not the most comfortable things to listen to, but you would laugh.
Yeah.
Because that was his thing. That was his shtick, whatever. Here it is right here. Howard Stern faces fresh backlash after video compilation unearths years of lewd remarks towards female guests. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Well, y'all don't put video if you don't have the video posted on the page. They just got a link to it. But here, I guess this is the video here. And I will admit, it's even back in the day, I'm not saying I was above it at all, because we all listened to it and we all laughed. But I did think at some time, I was like, damn, how's he getting away with this? Because I remember even Suzanne Summers said something to him, because he was like, come in and give me a hug. And she's like, no, you're just trying to cop a feel. And I was like, how the f you getting away with this, man? Because that's, nobody was using the word at the time. It, today we would say assault.
Yeah.
Harassment. Back in the day, it was just like, that was just odd that he was getting away with it. Let me see here. Here's some of the stuff he was saying.
What do you wear, thong or you do?
Yeah. Say something. First of all, your breasts are incredible.
And I was going to say to you today, can you please get on the scale and then we'll have an over-under. That's all.
So,
Oh shit!
he was,
dude.
yeah, today, now in today's environment, today's atmosphere, with today's sensibilities, yes, it's very cringe. It is bordering on harassment. But you got to understand, and one of the things I want to make a point with this on is that, people dig up this shit. And I'm not defending Howard Stern's actions or words by any means, but I am defending a person's opportunity to change.
Oh, yeah. And he's changed a lot.
Hey, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the video. Hate to come in and interrupt as usual, but we do have to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is Shopify. And listen, I want you to hear something real quick. Just take a listen. Oh, what is that sound? Well, if you're on Shopify, you know exactly what that sound is, and it is a great sound. That means that you've made another sale on Shopify. And what is Shopify, you ask right now? Well, it's very simple. Shopify is a commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Whether you're selling arts, crafts, clothes, or car parts, Shopify simplifies selling online and in person so you can focus on successfully growing your business. Shopify covers every sales channel and even lets you sell across social media marketplaces like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And they have 24/7 support. And they also have an extensive business course library. So So Shopify is there to support your success every step of the way. And talking about supporting people out there, we have a very talented community here at Double Toasted. For example, take our friend James. James makes figurines like this. He makes 3D prints of figurines. And not only does he make stuff for us like this wonderful Mr. Toasty mascot here, but he makes all kind of commissions and things for people. But if he's not using Shopify already, he should be using Shopify because he can sell all his stuff over there. So if you're an artist who has art or products to sell, then start your business. Go out there and use Shopify to get it started. In fact, we're going to make it easy for you right now. If you go to shopify.com/toasted, you can sign up for a $1 per month trial period. I want to thank Shopify for coming in and helping people take their businesses to the next level and supporting this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Thank you very much. Now, back to the video. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he's had different things. Like when he got married, he stopped having the girls on all the time. He saw a documentary about Rosie O'Donnell he used to make fun of, and it talked about the struggles she was going through, being openly gay. And he changed his whole stance on all of that and like everything homophobic. He dropped all of that kind of humor.
I am very much, as you know, progressive minded. I do agree with a lot of things that people are saying today. I don't believe that there's an attack on comedy or anything like that, but I do believe there's this whole thing of people digging things up and trying to hold it against people for something that they did years ago and not being forgiving at all or recognizing that these people have changed. Mm-hmm. The thing with this man is that this is what he was paid for.
Yeah.
This is what he would think. It's not just, him doing this. He was encouraged to do this by listeners. He was encouraged to do this by advertisers. He was encouraged to do this by the radio station that he worked for because this is what brought in the money. And I'm not defending it at all. But it was a different time. And it was a different time where he was being not only influenced, but that was his job. And he was being reinforced by everything around him that gave him his lifestyle.
Yeah.
His livelihood.
Sure. By the industry, by the listeners, the viewers. And also with this reputation of knowing what he did, you played all those clips. So it only took a few of those for the word to get out and for people to go like, well, I'm not going to go on that show. And yet they did.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. I do feel that there's something wrong with trying to look at stuff from the past and not look at the person to see if they've changed at all and trying to, I don't know, what's the point here? What do you want? Do you want to ruin this person? Do you want this person to go on an apology tour? What is the point of doing this?
Yeah, I always call it playing time cop.
Yeah.
Going back to the past and trying to arrest somebody for what they did then.
Yeah. It's wrong, people. It's wrong to dig up stuff and try to hold it against people. Now, if this man hadn't changed at all,
yeah, if he was still doing it,
yeah, if he was, it would definitely be something to call him out on. Everybody calls themselves progressive, digging this kind of shit up, and yet you're not progressive enough to forgive somebody or understand that something was done years ago and that people change. People change, all right?
Yeah,
I guarantee you, nobody out there doing this shit is holier than thou. People are going to do things that won't age well.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether you're wearing a piece of clothing that goes out of fashion or whether you said something or did something or told a joke that did not age well. It happens.
Yeah. No. When people talk about going back and finding old spill shows, I'm just like, please don't do that. Just let that go because we don't even do so much of that humor anymore.
Yeah. And if you do, what are you trying to do to me?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we did back then. I look back on, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. And I made a conscious effort to not.
Yeah, I really haven't, but I mean, listen, I know I just take the risk. I know I say some things. I know deep in my heart where I stand on things. I know that I know that in addition to making jokes, I have been very kind to people. I've been open to people. I've supported groups out there. Mm-hmm. I know I have not tried to bring any kind of group down. I've done things from, trying to be open-minded to everybody that I meet, try to be kind to everybody I meet, to having gay pub crawls. And
yeah.
So I don't, you can't live your life scared.
True.
I can't sit up here and tiptoe thing I say because I'm scared that y'all gonna dig it up one day. That's on you. And the biggest thing is, while you sitting up here trying to call somebody out for what they did years ago, when that person has made a conscious effort to change because they've learned from either mistakes or they just realized it's not those times anymore. While you're trying to do that, how many people are you supporting that's still problematic right now? How many things do you not want to give up that is still problematic right now? You know, how many artists do you still listen to that have done things, you know, that have done really probably worse things than he has done? Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, yeah, everybody wants to call some shit out. You don't realize that you're a hypocrite too. I can't stand this kind of shit, man. This really bothers me. You know, I don't think it's, you know, I'm still not this person that believes like, oh, there's a big cancel culture movement going on to cancel everybody. I don't believe that. I just think that on the internet, it's a different age. People see something immediately and they can respond so quickly.
Yeah.
And responding quickly, when you don't have a cool off period, when you have a period where you can just get up and at the moment when you're triggered at the, you know, peak anger, and you can just say something and try to, you know, that's when you want to bring somebody down. That's a mob mentality.
Well, also, I think it's a cheap way to feel like they have power, because it's always soft targets that they go after. Yeah. And it's like, hey, by pointing this out and making a big stink, just a small group of us can make them look bad, and maybe they can lose their advertisers or their career or whatever, and we've done something. But for the whatever cause you're fighting for, you haven't really done anything. It's not until you do something with political figures that things are going to change. Yeah.
I hate to use example, but I wonder how many people looked at this Howard Stern montage right here and still won't stop going to buy, you know, Kanye's new album. You know, how many of y'all still out there, you know, supporting certain sports figures that were probably abusive to, you know, their partners? How many of y'all have an artist where you don't, you know, it's just like, well, I still got to buy these jams over here because I can separate the man from the music. You know, you out here. Everybody got an agenda and everybody's full of shit. I can't stand that. I read this today and I was like, damn. I got mad because I know they're coming for me next. I know my day's coming. I'm just getting ready.
Oh, if they got him, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Shit, I'm just getting ready right now.
Start getting my fake passports.
Yeah. How many of y'all still listen to rappers that, you know, you get on Howard Stern, but let me ask you something. How many of you still listen to rappers that sexualize women, you know, demean women? And it still happens. I ain't saying it's all rap, not at all. But how many, you know, how many of y'all still doing that? You know, get the here. Don't want to hear that. I wish I would come to me. I'm just ready to say, either I'm going to apologize or I'm not.
Right.
And that's all you're getting from me.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you just pull up some shit where I just went real raw. I'm just like, okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know, I mean.
I got nothing to say about that.
I don't mind being humble, but you got, man, you better find some good shit.
Don't challenge them.
Yeah, go. Hey. I mean, I'm sure it's out there. Shit, I was just talking about this is a challenge. So that's why I'm getting ready. Just like, all right. You know, let me go ahead and start baking this humble pie over here. But if it doesn't happen, I got this side dish of I wish you would. Yeah, I think to a certain degree, I say sexual shit about women, but I don't know. I think that I try to keep it within a line where everybody knows it's joking, you know, or that I'm not trying to, you know, demean women. But yeah, you never know what line you're crossing. You know, I don't know.
Well, you know, somebody can decide that it's always something happens. Like, say that there's a joke and some people are offended and somebody will say like, well, I just thought the joke wasn't funny. But okay, you didn't think it was funny, but somebody else did. So it's not like you not thinking it's funny. That's now the new rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and when we've said things like that, we knew we were joking. And especially back with the 90s, it was a lot of ironic humor. It was a lot of saying things, you're really speaking as a character. You're saying something offensive, but it's like you knew and everybody you said it to knew that you didn't mean that. You're almost making fun of the people who did say it.
Yeah.
But now context can be removed. It can be isolated. Because what I don't like about what was shown there with the Stern clips is like, well, we're going to isolate these things here.
Yeah.
So it really does remove a lot of the context.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I don't know. There you go. Whatever, y'all.
But whatever.
Yeah. Go ahead. Get your shovels ready. Start digging. See what's out there. That's all you goddamn hire us. I have to look at the restaurants. Go ahead.